Time for Hearts of Iron. Let's do this. I'm jumping right in. Remo and I had to go grab some last minute Thanksgiving things, so yeah. Little on the later side today. I do apologize about that. But let's load up and let's jump right in. What up, Eagle? 51 months from Everything is Terrible. I sent you some things in Discord. I read them. I was just reading them a second ago. Let's do this. Conscript reporting for duty. Da. You have been promoted to moderator of our Moscow. Yo, Matt gifted 10 subs, dude. Yeah! Yeah! Ah, sweet, dude! Big boy Matt. Thanks, man. Well, these are not Matt subs. These are now our subs, comrade. I see you're no stranger to pain. I've been married. Twice. Oy. Starting an alliance in Eve. Doing some space trucking to help out some new bros. Come on! Do-do-do-do-do. Come on! Let's go space trucking! Hey, DNF. Early Christmas gift? Oh, thanks, Matt. Right on. You off for the weekend or just for tomorrow? Just for tomorrow. I may have caught the satisfactory addiction. I am sorry about that.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Gonna grab that rocket artillery? Well, I mean, if it's on the menu, Super G's. If it's on the menu, I think we should make some rockets. Narrator. He's not sorry. Alright. Doctrine available. We really need close air support, right, Boxy? That's where we're at. Eve addiction is more severe. Dude, Eagle, I straight up avoid Eve like the plague. Because I know good and well, and you know good and well, that if I touch something like that, I am screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. You brought me a case with 4 stones in it! Not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4! 4 stones! What the hell am I gonna do with an empty case? Oh, sorry, Taco. My bad. 4 stones, 4 crates! No, seriously, I avoid Eve like the plague. Same with Star Citizen. I can't play. I just wrote it off. I can't play those games. I can't do it. If I do it, I'm done. Like Kiss Mission Mode and Satisfactory and everything else that we do goodbye. That's all I'm gonna want to do. 0 bones, 0 brains. We're not doing that, are we? 3 months waiting in pain to remove kidney stone. Oh. Oh, DNF, that sucks, dude. That pain. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I felt that one, DNF. I felt that one. Well, I'm glad everything's okay. Hey, was there a Striker resub in there that I missed? Was there a Striker resub in there that I missed, boy? 48 months. Striker. Let's go. Eagle, I've upgraded my logistics capabilities. I now use Titans, the biggest ships in the game. They can basically tear a hole in space, creating a portal that you can yeet freighters through for logistics. I can move 500,000 cubic meters of freight 6 light years in an instant. Real ultimate power! That's awesome, man. Yep. They added a bunch of stuff to Hearts of Iron, Supercraft. You can basically play, well, not play World of Tanks, but here, check this out. Check this out. Look at all the tank research. Look at all the tank, look, you can build the tanks. You just research the parts, and then if I want to take like If we want to take like a T-34 chassis and put like a T-55 turret on it, we can do that. Yeah, you can configure your tanks for fighting, which is just... That's pretty cool. Yeah, tanks a lot, Paradox. Alright. We're also gonna need close air support, so I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna grab that dive bomb thing. We got some air experience to get that unlocked. Alright, so we just moved to partial mobilization, if I'm remembering right. So we need to, because I need to start industrializing up. Why change what works well? Just use the T-34. I like T-34s. Good tank. It needs to be the T-34-85 though. T-34-76s are caca. It's a bit, no. We don't need that. T-34-85. You know why? Because bigger guns are better. Okay? We need T-34-85s. But I haven't gotten into the tank designer just yet. Alright, so. Wait, are there trains? How do you think your supply lines work? They added trains to it, man. There's trains. Where are the trains? Look. Yes. We make locomotive. That train looks to be having some problems, though. Managed to claim any land since you started? No. I think I got a lot of that. We're gonna need, we have enough land. Now we got to give these guys guns. They don't have guns. They need more guns. So we got to build more factories. Our factories, okay? Hey Skymir, I'm doing all right. How are you? You should declare war on Yugoslavia. That's not that doesn't, I mean, there's a Romania and a Bulgaria in the way. Yeah, don't repeat 41 and 42. Yeah, they need guns. Yeah. Yes. Tack, 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 tack. Yeah, we really need a lot. That's why I moved to partial mobilization, because we need a lot. I like trains. Dude, me too. No, they need... You know how impact wrenches are measured in ugadugas? Alright? These guys need more taka-takas. You understand? They need more taka-takas. PPSH for everyone. What are we making right now, Kim? I think we're making Simonovs. Yeah. That's not a bad... Dude, that's not a bad rifle. That thing is good. That's a good piece of equipment. We really should make some Mosins, though. Should put some Mosins in there. Some... I mean, PPSH. I mean, if you just really want to eliminate every single person in the room. Alright, see, we got a large swath of land that's pretty much undefended here. But we also really need to mess with airplane production, too. There's a lot to manage here. Etimos prosabahorsi! What's up, Chief? Attack Japan. No, that's death. Flycat, my guys don't have guns. If I attack Japan, it'd just be a bunch of Russian guys going, ah! Just look over here. Shoot me. That guy has the gun, but shoot me. Normalny. Yagatov. I sent Georgi down here. What's old George up to? Hey, they took some land. Hell yeah. Oh, they have dick for supply. That's not good. Oh, if we get cut off, we're gonna have a really bad day. Yeah, you should stop. You should stop. Just chill. For a second. They got no supply. Rested since the morning launch? Ha. No. You don't need guns. You have the Russian winter. I mean, guns are really you know, have it, not need it, not have it, you know, kind of thing. So, yeah, we got the winter, but the only thing better than having, you know, the Russian winter is having the Russian winter with guns. Did Pritchal go to space? Yep. Good launch. Oh, Kem, the track. Oh. They had some guy looking at some guy was tracking the engine section, and you could see the RD-107. You could see the verniers going. It was really cool, man. Very cool. I was very impressed. Yeah, you can see them when Soyuz does the pitch over. They go out like this, and the thing goes whoop. All right, let's see where we at. So we need more factories. Yeah. So I'm building up all up in here, and I'm trying to get a little bit of a buffer here, but yeah, we're really ain't doing too well. We need more factories right here. We need more factories right here.
Слушаю. До приказа.
How big is it, Striker? Yes. It's quite big. How can I not be at Manta Ray if I can't ask questions about who at Manta Ray is? Yes. Just gotta make sure your boy Joey here doesn't get too angry, or else he'll end someone. All right, guys, I'll be right back 1 second. I just need to throw this away. Gotta get it out of my face. Had to get that out of my face, dude. Can't drink too many of those. Alright, let's do this.
Готов выдвигаться.
Готов. Ragazzi. Grazie, ragazzi. Hey, Skyless, 24-month resub. Thank you.
Я готов.
Я готов.
Так точно.
They really don't have a lot of fighting strength here.
Мирно.
Alright, hit him. We have free dick yards. Where am I? Dude, screw that. Convoys. Take the empty tile next to Войска.
Давай. Смирно.
Смирно! Now they moved somebody into that tile.
Смирно. Занимаю укрытие. Готов выдвигаться.
Okay. What country are you attacking? So, Flykin, this is the Spanish Civil War. Spanish Civil War is something that happened from 1936 to
Discovery,
1938,
go and throttle
I
up.
think. Basically, Spain was kind of torn in half between commies and capitalists for the most part, right? There was a nasty civil war, like a nasty one. A lot of people died. The Germans basically used it as a theater of war to test out their stuff. A lot of people died. Pretty bad civil war. Not that there's a good one. And of course, nobody ended up really winning because a fascist came into power, Francisco Franco, and he kind of ruled Spain basically until the 90s? 39. Thanks, dudes. Yeah, it was brutal. Brutal. Like, you know, if the commies thought you were, you know, a capitalist, they'd come to your house and shoot you in the face, and vice versa. It was bad. Not good. You should be playing chess, not this. So the 1000 rating computer that I beat yesterday doesn't count. Yeah, Excessum, you're right. I've been playing off stream. Yeah, this is like a more hardcore version of chess, dude. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. It was after losing like 20 or 30, but yeah. I figured out an opening that I like, and I kind of stuck with it. Forged satisfactory production reports. Our latest reports have been slightly concerning. We do not know if the expected figures have not been achieved due to the action of saboteurs or due to setting unrealistic quotas. What is clear is that if we want to avoid a new campaign of terror by the NKVD, we had better adjust the production figures to be acceptable. Yeah, got to decrease the political paranoia. If Stalin gets too crazy, he'll start killing people. Which opening? I did a weird opening, dude. I think it was called Wares. So A2 to A4, and then bring the rook up behind the pawn, and then move the rook into the center, and then do like a Sicilian defense, like coupled in with that. It's stupid. It's just a dumb opening, right? But I managed to do it in a way that fooled the computer one time, and I got him. But he didn't fall for it any other time. Yeah, it's strange, and it's not really conventional. If I played against somebody that knew what they were doing, like not 1000 computer, I would get my tail handed to me every time. I'm pretty damn sure. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think it was called wares. I think. All right, these guys gotta stop attacking. They have no supply, so you guys gotta. And then we shot computer for being capital.
Слушаю.
Yeah, these guys up in Kola, they don't really have much. Press H to stop them. Oh, Georgi. George.
Слушаю. Занимаю укрытие.
If you're interested in the Spanish Civil War, read For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yeah. Oh, supply. Oh, this is supply. I got it. What's that, W? Oh, the tracking systems. Yeah, Mick was telling me about this last night, dude. That's cool. I don't understand how the Soviet Union can be so big compared to other countries. Well, that dates back to the Russian Empire. The reason why Russia is so big is because they basically conquered all this terrain. The Russian Empire, if I'm remembering right. I mean, my Russian history is not the best pre-1917, I'll be honest with you. Something like that for camera tracking, Flykin, yeah. I don't know. Force, maybe. Don't remind me, Tessa. Yeah, I mean... Ray... There ain't much up here, dude. Think of... The land basically from the Ural Mountains pretty much to the Pacific Ocean is exactly like Alaska. There's really nothing up there. It's just forest. Like, there is oil up here, just like there's oil in Alaska. But, I mean, hell, Ray, Alaska was Russian territory until the 1870s. Alaska is a Russian name. Alaska. The Aleutian Islands, Russian name. 1867. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. So, like, if you think about, like, what the terrain is like in Alaska, it's kind of swampy-ish. Like, in the low areas, there's a lot of trees, and there's a whole lot of nothing. I mean, heck, we don't have that much stuff in the northern parts of Alaska. There ain't much up there. There's the oil line, the pipeline that goes through, and then there's Anchorage, and then there's Juneau. But that's pretty much it, dude. There's not much else up there. Literally, all of Russia, like from basically where the S is in Soviet, all the way up here to the Kamchatkan Peninsula, there's nothing. There's nothing out there. There really isn't anything. It's not wasteland by any means. There's plenty of natural resources out there, but how you gonna get it? Like, there's nothing out there. The terrain sucks. It's hilly. There's mountains everywhere. It's a real big pain in the butt to try and get anything from there. I see, it's like the tundra in Canada. Pretty much, dude. Yeah, so, long story short, if I'm remembering this correctly, please, people correct me if I'm not getting this right. It's been a while. The Russians just took all this. The Russian Empire. The Tsars took all this, and everyone's like, all right, okay, great. Lovely. And then... of course, the Russians fought the British in the Crimean Peninsula. I remember that. The Brits were trying to gain control here, and the Russians fought them. I think it was in the Crimean Peninsula, if I'm remembering right. Is that how they got Tsar Bomba? No. No, the Soviets had spies in the Manhattan Project, and people willingly gave the Soviet Union information about the nuclear bomb. They told Stalin about it. They did that on purpose. The U.S., of course, branded them as a bunch of commies, right? Like, I get it, but they're actually, like, when you think about it, there wasn't the reasons why they leaked nuclear information to the enemy at the time was not the worst. So it's not the worst thing, right? Like, I'll be honest. Like, some of them were just like, oh yeah, I'm just getting paid a lot of money, but other ones did it for a more moral reason. There was a scientist that worked on the Manhattan Project named Klaus Fuchs, and they caught him, right? They're like, why are you giving information to the Soviets? And he said, well, I don't think one country with a nuclear weapon is a good idea. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I can kind of see that. But also, you know, the Mongolian Empire collapsed, so they took over all the land. Much like the British in Canada, the Siberian expansion was driven by the fur trade. There you go. Yeah, okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. I get it, but also, go to jail. You know. Now that I'm really thinking about it, you know, in the scheme of things, that's okay. Yeah, I got you. I get where you're coming from. I mean, screw you, but I get it. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. He's like, wow, one country with this kind of weapon system is not smart. And, like, dude, he's not wrong. Screw you, but he's not wrong. That's where the trooper comes from. Yeah, Iron Man. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Crimean War. Mm-hmm. The reason why there's so much fighting over the Crimean Peninsula is because the Black Sea is a warm water port for the most part. Russia has another problem here. They have all this great land, but it's really tough to get stuff anywhere. It's a logistics problem, and it's a logistic problem that happens with their space program too, dudes. What are you gonna do? You're gonna build a highway across this? Good luck maintaining that. You'll build the highway, right? And by the time you get over here to Vladivostok, right, the front part of the highway will be destroyed. Because the winter is just so bad up here. If you wanted to build a highway, it would end up being like the Alcan Highway. It would just be crap. And because of that, the Russians can't move their rockets around. They can't. The rockets have to be moved on railroad tracks. So that's why the Russians only launch really small core sizes. Like, Proton is assembled on site because it's made out of a bunch of smaller rockets kind of put together like a Saturn. But yeah, you got a lot of logistic problems here. So the Russians really, they need a freshwater port because in St. Petersburg the frickin' ocean freezes up here. Like, you can't send ships out of here, and then Severomorsk and Arkhangelsk up here, that freezes over. So there's a lot of strategic fighting that to this day that happens around here. A lot. Yeah, there's the Trans-Siberian Railroad, and how many people died making that thing? I mean, just like with the U.S., how many people died freaking the Transcontinental Railroad? Yep. Hey, look, the Ural Sea is still there. Here's the Kazakh Steppe. This is where the Russians launch from, right here. And then Soyuz has come in and land right here in Ujezkazgan, but it's not on the map. I don't know what you're talking about, Kem. But yeah, let's just say a lot of strategic fighting happens here. It's a strategic point. Just like, you know, the Greeks and the Turks fight over this. I mean, well, not right now, at least. Not right now. Yeah, right? So yeah, long story short, dude, they have all this land because it's, I mean, good luck getting, there's plenty of resources up here, good luck getting it. Alright, we need a national focus. We have 91 factories. We can't get that 5-year plan going. We need something that's going to get us to build faster, and that's honestly, that's over here. That's the 5-year plan stuff. But I need more factories to get it done, so the propaganda one is pretty good. Yeah, Killer, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough factories. I'd go for the Stalin Constitution tree. Modify the Politburo by ideological drift defense, political power plus 50. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Looks like that because it's stretched at the poles. Hey, 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 hey. Russia's bigger than everybody else, okay? Well, you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Elliot. Yeah. There's a path. Is there a path that doesn't end in failure? Well, we're trying to find out. That's gonna be hard to do with historical focuses on Elfish.
Royce! Слушаю! Готов! Слушаю!
I know. I said immediately after that it was a joke. One does not joke about Russian size. We will send you to re-education camp. Hey, look. He's communist. Education very cheap, yes? Very cheap. Bullet is very cheap. That's gonna be like 20 weeks of coal mining. Unless you know. Well, you might be able to be okay if you just admit that you were wrong. Just admit that you were wrong. I don't want to hear anything about stretched globe maps or flat globe maps or anything. It's just, you gotta admit. I mean, if you don't want to admit that you're wrong, I mean, we're gonna have to re-educate you. Okay. Trade offer. You receive free education. I receive your cooperation. Do we have a deal? I'm waiting. Don't make me wait. Sounds fine. You have chosen correctly. Congratulations, you are promoted. Almost got our basic engines unlocked. You have chosen life. Good for you. Good for you. Now you will find other people, now that you understand what it is like to make things up, you will find other people that make things up and tell me about them. Well, yes? Da? Okay. Is this monitor base? Well, I'm trying out the new DLC. Man, we are getting...
Внимание!
Vнимание. Yeah, that's not... They're not doing too well. Smirks, it's like a more complicated version of Risk, yeah. Take Risk and mix it with StarCraft. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on here. And then add a little bit of Transport Fever in there too. Yeah, it's a grand strategy game. It's fun, man. It's really good. Also, we get to learn history. We get to learn history, you know, at the same time. See, I can demonstrate what it was like to live in the Soviet Union at the time. You agree with me or I shoot you in the face. Yeah, I think we should. How are these guys? How are they doing?
Тройс!
Yeah, we are vastly outnumbered here.
Выходим!
Junk that order. Retreat!
Внимание!
Vнимание!
Так точно!
Actually, you know what? Stop. Just
Royce?
chill. Just chill. Just chill. Vнимание. There's no P in this. There's no P in there, Chief, but Vнимание is... I think it's ready, dude. Yeah. Chem. Or PY. Vнимание.
Готов?
What do these words mean?
Готов выдвигаться.
Готов выдвигаться.
Я готов.
Я готов. Yes, yes, sir. Attention. Vнимание. Actually, no. You guys' salute is different. It's like this. Готов. Isn't it like you turn your head a little bit and do that? Attention. We save that for later. We save that for later when we slap everybody up in here. And then we go all the way to here and we slap them. And then we just keep going and we slap them. And then we're gonna do it. We're gonna red wave this thing. Alright? We're gonna red wave all of Europe just because
Вперед!
we lost a couple of people over here. That's unacceptable. See? That's unacceptable. We have to pay... Spain has to understand the error of their ways. And then we cross the ocean. Yeah. Why would I want to live with capitalist big dog? No. No. You think if Stalin conquered Europe that he'd just be like, yeah, we're good. We're good. We don't need to invade the US. It's fine. We don't need to do that. It's alright. To be fair, everybody had enough, so realistically, no. Are you saying no to Comrade Stalin? Bold move. No, that's 1938. We're a little bit behind. I like trains. Why do I have a feeling that's just target practice for airplanes? We should probably get in here too. Give me the, well. Yeah. We need the engineering. It's gonna take so long to get all this built up. Yeah, Sneaky, you're not wrong. The Hard Surviving 4 soundtrack is fantastic. No, I didn't lose any factories. They got to build more. Can we get a close-up of the trains? Sure. That's about as close as we're gonna get. Hey, we're up on infantry equipment. Hell yeah. We're down on tanks, though. Alright, so take a little bit off there and put 5 into the tanks. Make more trains. We need more trains. How are you on equipment? Infantry equipment is plus 708. Support equipment's plus 889. We're down on tanks. We're up on trains. This is looking okay. We're doing all right with partial mobilization. What's your favorite tank? Oh, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I like the Panther. Panzer V is my favorite. Right behind that is probably the T-34-85. And then I'd say the Tiger is right after that. Yeah. I like the German tanks. Panthers are, I mean, amazing, dude. I like the Panther. I think the Panther was the coolest tank. Panzer V, man. Oh, it doesn't get better than that. Look at that. Look at that monster. I disagree. I think that this is a great tank. It's all the best parts of the Panzer IV with sloped armor. It's fantastic. The Panzer IV was a good tank. Oh, hell yeah. That's very nice. Should put one in your living room? A Panther tank? Where the hell am I going to get a Panther tank? What? Panzer IV. Yeah, Sneaky, you can't lose with the Panzer IV. Panzer IV is beautiful, but look at that tank, man. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's over-engineered. You're not wrong. It's not very good for the battlefield because it's so ridiculously complicated. But this thing is like This thing is like a space shuttle when you needed a dream chaser. You know what I mean? It is a very good tank. Very good. I like that tank a lot. Panthers are a great design. Because the Germans finally realized, you know, the reason why I like it so much is because it was made from what the Germans learned from fighting. That always yields the best result. Okay? Just like the AK, the Avtomat Kalashnikov, 1947. So the AK. The AK was engineered by Kalashnikov, who served in a tank on the Eastern Front, and he realized that, dude, it really does not matter if your equipment is good. All it matters is it freaking works. It doesn't matter. Now, that was the opposite of this, but it was made from basically fighting doctrine. You learn from fighting experience. That's why it has sloped armor, because they saw the T-34 and went, huh. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, and the gun, man. It's got an 88 in it. Can't lose. 88, dude. Whatever gets hit by that 88 is dead. Found your channel from Hearts of Iron 4. Stayed for the rockets. Hell yeah. Wait, is it a 75 or an 88? Refresh my memory, guys. I know there's World of Tanks players in here that know this way better than I do. Okay, so please correct me. 75 mil. I mean, still, though. Which ones have the 88 in it? Does the Tiger have the 88 in it? Because that 8.8 flak is a very, very, very good gun. That gun was so well engineered, the Germans used it for anti-aircraft, and they said, screw it, put it in a tank. It's a great weapon. Yeah, there you go. Germany was more limited on resources compared to Russia, so they decided to go quality over quantity. Some things don't change, do they? Inspect the army. 75 is better than the 88. I mean, 7.5 centimeter is still nothing to scoff at, dude. They needed the 88 to penetrate the KV-1. Dude, KV-1s are ridiculous. That's another insane tank. KV-1 is a freaking box of metal. Like a big box of metal. That's a good one. You know what I like? I like the ISU. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. Man, you get hit with that, it's like getting slapped by the hand of God. Not much survives that. That's a lot of death. During the first year of war, they couldn't get the KV-1 from the front. They had to kill everything else around them. You ever seen the movie White Tiger? Lots of Soviet armor in that movie. Nah, but that's cool. Kem, alright. I have a dumb Yankee question, if you don't mind. Can you buy this stuff? Because over here, we have mil surplus. You can buy whatever. I mean, you can't buy like an Abrams tank, right? But guys buy Shermans, old tanks from the Korean War. They military sells them wholesale, or they use it for target practice. Can you, like... Could I go over there and buy like a T-55? I mean, obviously we'd take the gun up. You can keep the gun. I just want the tank chassis. Yeah, ISU equals screw you. Yeah, right? Like, could we get away with that? There's got to be some like kind of ITAR thing about buying a tank from another country or something. Just replace the turret hole with a glass bubble? No, I have other ideas. There's nothing against doing this. No, that's not bad. I just want to do that. I don't know why I need that. I have really no use for it. But also, that's a tank with jet engines on it. I mean, you're telling me you don't want that?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hello? Hello? What is this? So, they engineered this in the 90s to blow out oil wells.
Discovery, go and
Because the
throttle.
best way to put out an oil fire is to deprive it of oxygen. Can't have oxygen if you're making a vacuum. Yeah, it works. It's really good at it. What's that, BY? Let me see. Ooh, a T-62. 30 million rubles, huh? Huh. Dude. Alright. I joined an EJ Show's jet tank again. Nothing new. What do you want from me? I mean, Panda Man, but you clear those roads, though. Clear those roads, boy. Alright, fine. If we can't have that, I got another one. Alright, we can't have that. We got the next best thing, okay? Okay, we take Ural and we put MiG engine on the front. Boom. Snowblower? No. Snow Destroyer! Oh, ice melting devices. Yeah. This is an actual thing. And the cool thing about the jet engine is that it's on a pivot like a plow. They got PTO on this thing and it can move left and right. Yeah. It goes like this. Yeah. It's a MiG-15 engine. Put a MiG engine on the front of the truck. And then just take the fuel lines from this and connect it into the engine. They use it for blowing off runways. It's a great idea. It's freaking genius, man. Why melt snow? Well, you just melt. Yeah, see? We can get away with that. I mean, if it works. No, it worked, Chief. The blower tank worked, if I'm remembering right. How's Georgi doing?
Не стоим, идем.
They really don't have a lot of supply. In Soviet Russia, you melt snow yourself. You not wait for Mother Nature to do that. Niet. Ooh, an anti-saboteur campaign. Reports from latest major training exercises have shown a significant percentage of vehicles falling out due to mechanical failures. As well as recruits being injured. These reports have reached the desk of Comrade Joseph Stalin, who is greatly concerned about possibility of sabotage by members of armed forces. He wants to find out how these new tanks could suffer mechanical defects just a few days after in the field without maintenance. DNF, what's this? Oh, cool. Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm gonna buy those. That's cool. What do you expect from Lada? Lada is supposed to work. These are common occurrences in modern military. Нет. Это не хорошо. Нет. No, shoot them in the face. Still down on light tanks. How we doing on the research front? Can you make a space program? You can make rockets. You can put rockets in Amazon orbits. All I am in charge of is launching the rocket. Where it comes down is not my department. Uh-oh. Africa bombarded in the Zulu nation. The Regional Defense Council of Aragon declared war on Spain. Regional Defense Council of Aragon declared war on nationalist Spain. Wow, they just declaring war on everybody, huh? Oh, Jesus. Yep. All right. Georgi, get out. Yeah, how about we leave? Oh, yep, that pocket collapsed. Wow, betrayal. Stalin will remember that. Yeah, where the rocket comes down, comrades, is not my department. We have been given the scientific knowledge, the technical ability, and the materials to pursue the exploration of the universe. To ignore these great resources would be a corruption of a God-given ability. Killing spree. Unlike Amazon, there's no returns, though. Yeah. Lost the lead. Tied the leader. Gained the lead. Anarchist uprising in Spanish Civil War. Continued government attempts at reasserting centralized control over a mostly independent acting anarchists. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about these guys. Yeah, it ended up being a three-way between capitalists, communists, and anarchists. It's great, real good. And you know what the end was? Fascism. Lovely. God-given ability. Etimos. Prosavahorsi. Yeah, that's where that leads. Stalin will hear about your failures. No, Georgi was betrayal. He was betrayed. He died for politics. Whose politics? Not ours. The Republicans hardly need outside assistance to lose. Oh, we are going to kill them, capitalist pig dogs. Speaking of old Joey, how is he? Joey Steele, is he still pissed? He's doing alright. Oh, look! One-party system. We killed everybody that disagreed. Good plan. Hey, it worked. I didn't say it was right. It worked. Produce more tanks or I will kill you. No, we re-educated them. Yes. And we gave them health insurance for life provided by the state. What? Their life wasn't very long, but we did do it. They have great benefits. We don't need opposition to handicap politics. No, we shoot them in the face. We're running a deficit on tanks. Alright. Back off on the trains for a second. Attach more to the factories there. There we go. What, likes? I'm RPing, okay? Are you disagreeing with me? Are you judging? Spoiler alert, there is one right answer to this question. Starting to sound like you will die, Yankee bastard man. How you say like a dog. Alka-Seltzer! That was Hot Shots Dead Crew, but yeah. No, it's hilarious. You have chosen correctly. You are now moderator of our Moscow. Alka-Seltzer! Have you guys seen that? Hot Shots? Oh my god, that's funny. You have chosen life. Brem, that sounds like dissenting opinion. Oh crap.
Давай!
Oh, these guys are dead. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, they have no supply. They're completely cut off. Alright, trash that order. Get out of here.
Выходим!
Strategic withdrawal. No, no, no. This isn't our fight, but we'll make it our fight later. Well, I mean, that's why I'm playing slow, guys. Because the mistakes that I made with Hearts of Iron last time is that I just time warped through everything. It's not a good idea. You gotta, there's a lot to pay attention to, so you really gotta be careful. That's why I'm just kinda, we're just going slow. That's all. Advil, Maidol, get over here. They've dicked with the wrong dictator. This means war. Now I will kill you until you die from it. Restore the Roman Empire? Well, Super Cheese, it would, well, technically, wouldn't it be the Byzantium Empire? Because okay, more history. After the Byzantines kind of didn't do too well, they moved up here, didn't they? And that's why there's there's Orthodox up here, religion, right? Technically, Moscow is the third Rome. So you're saying take back Rome? Yeah, Tsar is Caesar, that's right. Okay. So it sounds like we need to go down here, slap these guys, and then we need to go over here and slap these guys, that damn Holy Roman Empire. What the hell's that about? What's up with that Holy Roman Empire? Am I right? What's up with that? Wipe them off the map. I didn't know that. Now I triple want to visit Russia. Well, Elia, Cyrillic has a lot of Greek letters in it. There's a lot of Greek letters. Yeah, that's left over. Russia's leftover Byzantine. That's literally the remains of the Roman Empire, or well, the Byzantium Empire, which is the remains of the Roman Empire. And don't get me wrong, if I have this wrong, my modern world history is my world history is not too good in that area. I didn't do too well, but if I'm remembering correctly, the Eastern Roman Empire, so the Byzantines. Yeah. We should wipe them off the map. Yeah, we should bring back that whole Greek thing. I like that. I like that thing. We should do that. We should restore power to our Orthodox brothers. Bring back Russian Vikings. Yeah, we can do that. Take out Turkey first, claim the Straits. See, Turkey, if I'm remembering right, is what's left over of the Ottoman Empire. Turkey, Iran, Iraq. So that's the Ottoman Empire, and the Ottoman Empire is left over from the Persian Empire, if I'm remembering this right. It's been a long time, guys. I blame the Byzantines for Russia's collapse. What are your boats doing? Nothing. I'm not really interested in the water right now. During the Mongol invasion, yeah. Those dang Mongols. Pretty sure Genghis Khan just wanted to conquer land because he just wanted to, the locals. You know what I'm talking about? The Aral Sea still exists. Yeah, Vasya, we haven't screwed it up yet. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that would be right. I mean, hey. Wait a minute. Does that mean... Yep. Genghis Khan, he's an incel, isn't he? Until he forced that. Yep. Damn incels. Were the Romans any different? The Romans were not about being their enemies. Words I thought I'd never want to hear on this stream. Yeah. It seems like Genghis Khan was just taking out his sexual frustrations on everybody else. Man, that guy's got some serious... He must have had some serious problems. Maybe you should restore the Zaporozhian Cossacks. Cossacks? France and Britain announced alliance. Calling upon bonds forged during the Great War, France has requested formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats about stability of Europe. Today, their request was approved by British Parliament light cigarettes. And France has joined the Allies. They are preparing for the worst. Yeah, you have Chamberlain to thank for that one. Is historical on. Yep. Khan has 3 balls. Yeah, Stryker, I mean, he fricked around and found out. And I'm not talking about the scientific way either. History. Primo?
Hi. They still have a bit more setting to do, but I gift you a chocolate peanut butter no bake cookie. Hi, chat. Yeah? You like?
Chat, this cookie is good. You will proceed to congratulate Primo on the great success. Or else. Great success. Na zdrowie.
This is our cookie.
Bratje. That's good, baby.
Cool.
Yeah, they gotta set a little bit more, but that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like hanging out in the fridge, so if you open it, just be ready for a bunch of no bakes.
Our cookie is delicious. No, you cannot have any.
Sounds about right for communism.
What?
Sounds about right for communism.
Yes, we are role-playing in here. Yes. I have tasted our cookie. Our cookie is delicious. And it is I am very happy to inform you that the cookie is tasteful for everyone. There's an amazing myth about the last Byzantine Empire, Constantine. When Constantinople fell to the Turks, an angel turned him to stone, and he's waiting for the day he'll be restored to resurrect the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, we'll unfreeze him. We have no political paranoia. Excellent. Do we have enough factories for that 5-year? Hey, get over here. Why have you not built more factories? I will shoot you in the face. How's Joey Pants doing today? Doing all right. Supremo now has 5-year plan to complete plan for producing cookies. Yep. You need to build more factories. But we don't really have a way to do that just yet. The Zinovyevite. Political power plus 25. Political paranoia increases by 30. Stalin will start a great purge. This purge will not be avoidable. Yeah, let's not... How about we don't do that? Hey, human, what's going on? Start the purge early? It might be a good idea. Okay, if you insist. Sloshia. Oh man, these guys are basically hung out to dry. Supreme Leader? No. I am not Supreme Leader. I'm not Supreme Leader. Premier of Soviet Union, alright? Supreme Leader is China. Screw those guys. Down there, they think they know they don't know communism. Alright? We know communism, okay? Look at us. Look at when you think communism, do you think China? No, you think Soviet Union, alright? We're gonna go to I'm saving that. That punk Mao? Oh, I'm gonna take him out. You think he knows more? You think you know more than Stalin? Comrade, we will show you the error of your ways. That's what I'm trying for, Boxy. Or else they're gonna get wiped. But they're locked in. I can't move them.
Внимание!
Oh, we got cut off. They're dead.
Так точно.
Damn it!
Внимание!
Not good. Really not good. We lost it. I have a tank division and an infantry division that got cut. Disloyalty in the NKVD. NKVD is the secret police. A group of junior secret police officers have approached Stalin with evidence that the current head of the NKVD has been making plans to take over control of the capital in the event of major unrest. They believe that this is merely a ruse, and that these plans are in fact aimed at taking over the government by force. Upon being confronted with this evidence, the head of the NKVD initially tried to explain that these are routine plans that have existed for years and have which merely been updated recently. Following further investigation and a thorough interrogation, however, he has revealed the existence of a large network of foreign agents inside the NKVD who are plotting with foreign agencies to overthrow the government. Buonasera, Andy. Ciao, come stai? I agree. Passing, we should disband. Retire Genrik Yagoda from the Soviet Union. Appoint advisor Nikolai Yeznov with the effect. Stability -10. Enemy operative detection chance offset +5. Enemy operative capture chance +10. Civilian intelligence to others -10. Agency upgrade time -10. Political paranoia increases by an extra 2 weekly. Or we take the PP hit, political power -60, and political paranoia increases by 10. I'll take the decrease. Shoot that guy in the face. He will retire to Dacia in Crimean Peninsula. No, not to Dacia, by Dacia, with grave. Pfft. Great decision.
Целюсь. Выходим!
It's not good, man.
Занимаю укрытие.
We just gotta hope they can hold out until the end of the war, which is not ideal. Commie simulator? We are not communist. We are Bolshevik. For the people. Alright? Differences. We will take out those pesky Mensheviks. We will weed them out and shoot them in the... I mean, re-educate them. I'm trying for it, Balk. They're getting resupplied, but...
Вперед!
Oh, crap! I got 2 divisions taken out. Not good.
Выходим.
Not good. Come on. You guys gotta push through. Go, baby, go. Come on. Nope. We're freaked. Zukov, get out of there. Georgi, evacuate. Yeah, we're done. We're toast. That front collapsed
Стоим,
completely.
идем.
Disband. Bye-bye. Spain relocates gold reserves. Shipments from Spain have begun to arrive in our country as the Spanish government is moving their gold reserves abroad for safekeeping for the duration. Perhaps this spells opportunity. We're gonna remember that. So, chat, I propose new idea. We're going to invade Spain. Okay? But we're going to do it by invading all these other countries first. Then we will eventually get Spain. Spain is over there again. La 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 la. You will never get this. La 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 la. But one day we will break chains and we will get this. We will break chains. That punk Franco, you la 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 la, you will never get this. La 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 la. No. We will get this. Uzbek doesn't exist. He's part of Soviet Union. Chiang Kai-shek arrested in Xinjiang. Mao Zedong has sent a message stating that the communists have the unique opportunity to put Chiang Kai-shek on trial for his crimes against the people in the revolution. Executing him would be a huge victory for the Communist Party in the struggle for leadership in China. However, it would weaken the nationalists in a critical moment, perhaps allowing the Japanese to make further progress in China. No. It's in my best interest to make China struggle, because screw them. Freaking fat frick Mao. No, he's going down. They think they know communism? They don't know communism. We know communism. The revolution started here! No. First Moscow trial. Oh. Xibe Sanma joins the Chinese United Front. Earlier today, China and Xibe Sanma issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status for the Chinese United Front. Whether this partnership will be used for offense or defensive purposes remains to be seen. Defensive purposes. Civil War. Good joke. But undoubtedly, extensive joint military planning is underway. They seek strength in numbers. You need China for now. No, it pays for me to have strife, just like it did for Stalin. Yeah. Have them all screwed up with the Japanese, all tangled up. That way we don't have to worry about that front right now. Good call. The investigation into the murder of Comrade Kirov in 1934 has uncovered a lot of leads that point towards a conspiracy between Zinoviev and Trotsky. Following a series of arrests and interrogations, the evidence has only grown more substantial. After meeting with Stalin, Zinoviev and Kamenev have at last confessed to working with Trotsky to overthrow the government. Oh, I'm on Trotsky. We're going to shoot that guy in the face. Assassinate Soviet leaders and ultimately restore capitalism in the Soviet Union. They are now put on trial with 14 of their co-conspirators. Kill them. Charges against them weigh heavy. A conviction would mean certain death. Shoot him in the face. Guilty. Chinese United Front formed. Chiang Kai-shek and Mao Zedong have issued a joint announcement declaring that they have set aside their differences in the face of Japanese attack. Both sides will observe a strict policy of non-aggression against each other for as long as the war against Japan lasts, and have vowed to do everything in their power to throw back the invader. A number of smaller warlords have also declared their support, putting their forces under the command of Chiang Kai-shek. Whether the longtime enemies of the Chinese Civil War will actually work together remains to be seen, and many experts believe that this will do more than delay the inevitable defeat of China. Ah, shoot me in the face! What are you waiting for? Yeah, face McShooty. Great character. An unstable alliance. Good. We want to sow instability in as many places as we possibly can. 93 factories. It's too slow. Damn it. It's too slow. We're gonna get slapped here. This is not good. Hey, Dutch guy, what's going on? Hey, Orion, what's up, man? Dude, long time no see. How are you? Hopefully everything's going well. In this world of chaos, it's good to see a familiar face, comrade. Inspect the Navy. Call in the Navy. SpongeBob, call in the Navy. Oh, what's the number for the Navy? I don't know. Sing Kang joins the Chinese United Front. Doing good. 5-month resub. Thanks, man. The German passenger ship airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in the United States. For reasons not determined, the airship was engulfed in flames and then crashed into the ground, claiming 35 lives. Due to the scarcity and expense of helium and the U.S. ban on exporting it, the Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was ultimately engineered to use hydrogen, which provides greater lift, but it's also flammable. With public faith shaken by this disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft, this could spell the end of the era for airships. USA not sharing helium or oil? Why would we help them? It's stupid. I mean, that is why we got attacked. So, history lesson time. We put an embargo on helium to Germany because we didn't want them using it for whatever, right? So they engineered the ships with hydrogen, like the game says, and promptly wrapped the outer skin of the Hindenburgs and their dirigibles with a cloth that's similar in composition to SRB fuel. Oh yeah, that thing went up real good. Literally an SRB. Yeah, look up what they made the material, the skin of the Hindenburg out of. Oops. And then the U.S. put an embargo on Japan because they went over the Philippines, if I'm remembering right. And we said, oh hell no, you're not doing that. Here, oil. Was oil $5 before? Now it's 50. And they got pissed off. And then they attacked us. That proved to be the wrong move. Well, the Japanese and the Germans did sign, an alliance. They had an alliance. They were part of the Axis powers. So was Italy, for what it was worth. Germany's like, help us, Italy. And we're like, yes, we will help you. Never mind. No, we do not need to help you. You're going to lose. Bye-bye. Oh, the huge manatees. Yeah, they made the Dutch guy, they basically made it into a flying bomb. I forget which one it is, Eagle Claw, but basically what I'm trying to say is the Germans were trying to make a primitive space shuttle. Didn't work. Admiral Vladimir Kasatonov, accused of treason. An officer in the staff of Admiral Vladimir Kasatonov has contacted the NKVD to report a number of suspicious activities. According to the officer, Vladimir Kasatonov was very warmly welcomed by naval officers during a recent port visit abroad and may have used this opportunity to pass on classified information. Furthermore, there has been evidence of Trotskyist cells in several ports the Admiral visited, allowing him to conspire with Trotsky against the state. Shoot him in the face. Ah, yes. Photoshop time. Dutch guy understands. You have been now promoted to moderator of our Moscow. Congratulations. Chungo, the USSR had a lot of interesting things though, despite their faults. I mean, can't say that they had a bad space program. But also, you know, feeding people, but also space program. National of Spain took one state. Regional Defense Council of Aragon was annexed. 296 equipment has been seized. Nice. We're making it back on that construction there. Hey, EJ, I have to run. Enjoy the stream. All right, Orion. It's good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for the resub, dude. Glad you're doing well. Take over the world yet? I'm working on it, man. Rome was not built in a day, friend. Doctrine's available. I want this close air support stuff, man. But we also really should probably get some land doctrine in here as well. Take over the world first by destroying Ohio. Shibe, Sanma, Shanxi. No, not Ohio. Ohio will be nuked. Yes, along with the rest of capitalist pig dog. 2 levels of engineering companies get you flamethrower support tanks. So, Acti, I've played Hearts of Iron before. This is the first time with the DLCs, obviously. Ohio has nice air and space museum. Pick somewhere else to nuke. Alright, I'll just nuke Massachusetts. It's fine. It's just my hometown. Whatever. We will accomplish high yield. Oh, best baby. Help. 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 I mean, I'm pretty sure it just says what it says in English and Russian right there. How many of the DLCs do you have? I'm pretty sure I have all of them, Cyber. Have you captured the Jones boys to put them in a museum yet? No, not yet. Not yet. No, no. America? No. Внимание! Готов. Обеспечим высокий урожай. The translation is correct. We will accomplish high yield.
Готов подвигаться.
Готов регаться. Grazie ragazzi. That's a different language, I know. We're still down on tanks, but we're making up that deficit. We do have a slight minus on infantry equipment. Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. Wow, she made it this time. After a brief scare when the pair temporarily got lost when approaching Howland Island in the Pacific, the flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. Well, that's nice. We make lots of toaster. He's good. Kelly Johnson, first project plane at Lockheed. Yeah, that guy knew what he was doing, Dutch guy, huh? You heard a story recently that they may have found her. Oh, cool. Excellent. Hey, my birthday. Well, this would have been my grandfather's birthday. I was born on my grandfather's birthday, guys. So my grandpa would have been 1937. 15? Yep, 15. Disperse 2? Sounds good, man. My grandmother was 1937, right there. She hadn't fled to the U.S. yet. Can you check where you get the 4th research slot from the focus tree? Fuck us. Alright, let me slow down time there. Sure. The crazy thing was the USSR relocating its entire industry east of the Urals in World War II. It's a hell of an effort, man. The Academy of Sciences. USSR Academy of Sciences. Gain one research slot. Yeah, Palk, we're gonna need to go for that, huh? How close are we to it, though? It's in the 5-year plan tree. I need those factories. We need 5 more, and we need them fast, dude. So I got a problem. I need 100 factories to do the 5-year plan. The 5-year plan will start really kicking my industry into overdrive, because that's what 5-year plans do. But I need the right amount of factories to do the plan, and I don't have enough. Is there any way we can make these things quicker? We could... If we get military factory construction speed plus 10... I could move these factories, these mill factories, up to the top. And if I move those mill factories up to the top, they're going to get made faster. Yeah, but we're -5 on consumer goods, but we're +10 on military factories with partial mobilization. Build the civs first. Civs build more civs. Okay. If you insist. Factories to the moon. Diamond hands. An advisor passing? That might help. We don't have the PP for anything like that. Tank designer, ship designer, aircraft designer, industrial concern. Typically, you don't want to build mills until 39. Alright, we'll build up those civvy factories, man. Hand of banana. Just ask Santa factory. Santa for the factories? Yeah. We're doing good on trade. Maybe we can export. Can we export anything, or is it automatically exported? I forget. Export is automatic. Okay. Thanks, Hort. We should get into doctrine. Spirit of the Army. You can check how many from the build menu. I'm going to distract you for a minute, but you will like this. Kevin Hart's 1,000 horsepower 1970 Charger Hellraiser is a killer custom muscle. Ooh. Ooh. Kevin. Kevin's got some damn good taste, bro. Oh, I like that. Yep. Elphys, I just gained a lot of respect for Kevin. That's pretty nice. It's got the Charger 500 lights, though. It's not the... But, hey, whatever. It's a nice car. You get 9 from trade. Yeah, I got it. Good man, Kev. It's a nice car, man. Damn. Can Kevin reach the pedal? Oh! Oh, the disrespect! Both y'all gonna get gat. Both y'all gonna get gat. Aim high, Willis. Aim high! He's a huge gearhead? Nice. Yeah, it's very well done. Who did the build, Hellfish? Let's go with that. We are professional. Professional Russians. Inspect the Air Force, baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. German-Soviet treaty. Despite the harsh previous rhetoric against both people and ideological leadership of the Soviet Union, Mustache Man and Germany have now reached out to us, requesting a mutually beneficial research treaty. While exchanging knowledge would help our efforts to develop new tank designs along with promises of other research benefits in the future, there's little doubt, considering previous statements, that the Germans are doing this for their own sake. Why? Were they going to do it for our sake? Speed Corps. Yep. Should we go forward with the agreement despite the risk of aiding the capitalists are a worse threat to us both? We won't give fascist weapons to crush the proletariat. Alright. Gain scientist effect, which grants armor research speed minus 75% for 365 days. Political power minus 10. Gains refused Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. I don't think this is... Yeah, we should steal their stuff. Yeah, let's capitalists are a worse threat to both of us, because Germany want capitalists, they socialist, which is strange. It was more like, hey, yes, you will provide for the state or we will kill you. We will get great tank design, great success. You can tank them later. Ooh. That might be a quick thing to get done. That was Giesentier. That one probably is a good idea to do as well. Yeah, let's do that. Short line, I agree. Let's get her done. Aren't you interested in playing for Germany? Their rocket program was first. In my first Hearts of Iron Sayo, I played as Germany, and you ever seen Man in the High Castle? Yeah, that. Yeah. It ended very well. Yeah, I ramped up rocket production, and that was the end of that. Yep. Yeah. No, seriously, I ramped rocket production, and I waited to invade the Soviet Union. I waited until 42 instead of 41. I didn't Barbarossa in 41. We did it in 42 when I had nuclear research ready to go and rockets ready to go. And I just immediately nuked the trash out of the Soviet Union, pushed to the Urals, they surrendered, and that was the end of that. I gained all their resources, and then we just slapped Europe. It wasn't even fair. I just steamrolled through everything. And then, what did we do after that? And then the Allies tried to defend Africa. I came down through here, whacked them over here, and then we came down through here, and we pincered them and pushed all the way down. And took the entirety of Africa and I industrialized the trash out of South Africa. I started putting factories down here like crazy, and then we invaded in Brazil and just basically went up here and went down here and encircled Peru and Bolivia, destroyed South America, proceeded to cut down the entire rainforest and turn this into an industrialized puppet state. And then we went up through here, pushed to Mexico, and then I stopped at Mexico. What I did was we went over to Iceland in Greenland, and then I hit the U.S. with a two-prong attack here, and we came through the Labrador Peninsula, and then we went up here, and then these forces pushed down the eastern seaboard, and these forces pushed up the western seaboard, and these guys pushed all the way to Alaska, and these guys pushed this way, and they kind of met right here, and I literally cut the U.S. in half completely. They surrendered immediately. But not before I nuked the trash out of the entire eastern seaboard. I hit Boston, Providence, Hartford, D.C., Philly, Pittsburgh, New York, I already said DC. I just hit him with cluster nukes. There's nothing they could have done. Oh yeah, no. We cut the head off that snake real quick. Yeah. I had the entire world under German control in 1962, by 1962. Yep. And now we're going to do it with the Russians. Yeah. Yeah, red wave, baby. Let's go. Bagnali. Yeah, we'll just steal the Germans' rocket technology. Yeah, it's fine. How did you deal with Swayze and his band of rebels, though? Wolverines! A nuke. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't paratroop anything in. I literally scorched the entire thing. You can't do anything. The US tried to nuke me back. It didn't work, though. They didn't have nukes done in time. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do when you hit I hit the U.S.'s southern border. So, San Diego, Los Angeles, Albuquerque, Phoenix, Tucson, El Paso, and Dallas with a cluster of nukes across the board. Like, boom, 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 boom. That destroyed any troops, and then we pushed in. It shattered their defense. Oh yeah, El Paso is a nice lake in the Rio Grande Valley in that save. Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. I basically glassed the U.S. southern border, and then when these guys were coming through here, I glassed the entire eastern seaboard. Yeah, Canada was not spared. I made sure to nuke every Canadian city, except the ones where we were pushing through. Those were fine. Yeah, we'll do the same here. Don't worry, we'll do the same here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Could spin launch be for stealthy ICBMs? It's possible, human, yeah. I mean, how are you gonna hide that disc though? It's gonna be pretty easy to spot. Don't worry. If we can survive Barbarossa, because we know it's coming because we have historical dates on. In another 4 years, this is going to be pretty death in this area right here. I'm going to strengthen up our defenses. We got to strengthen up air support, and that starts with that 5-year plan and getting our factories up and running. I need to outproduce the Germans. We need to outproduce the Germans. The reason why is because there's a strategic... So, I mean, this is part of the gameplay, right? But this is true in real life as well. The Russians have this thing, all right? If you look here, all right, we turn on the terrain view. I'll pause the game. See the mountain ranges right here that go through Romania, up here through Czechoslovakia, and then kind of stop in southern Germany, like right around the Sudetenland. And then you have the Alps right here. You have the Swiss Alps, the Italian Alps, and the Austrian Alps. See these two mountain ranges right there? Those are natural barriers, right? And you have some area here that you really need to build up. But once again, this was true for the Soviets, and it's still kind of true for Russia today. You have this gap right here. See where Berlin is? Berlin's right in the line here. This is called the Volga Gap. And the reason why the Soviets really wanted to push all the way to Berlin is because if they could use the natural... Stalin wanted the mountains as a natural barrier, which makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So basically, they went through here and wrecked everything, right? Pretty much until this area right here between the two mountains. And then they went this way. And the U.S. kind of went this way right here. And basically, during the Cold War, the Iron Curtain started right here. There's a good reason for that. The reason is because if you don't try to pinch off the Volga Gap, you have an insane front line that you have to defend. Literally from northern Finland all the way down to Romania. That's like 5,000 miles of front line. That's really, really hard to defend. So the Germans knew this. So they tried to push. And then the funny thing is that the Germans ran into the same damn problem. They spearheaded and went up through here to Leningrad, and then they tried to go down to the Caucasus, and then Army Group Center went right up the middle. Problem is, they went too far. and they had too much front line to defend and not enough supply to defend it. So that coupled with winter, I mean, the German, everybody says, haha, don't invade Russia in the winter. The Germans didn't. They didn't invade in the winter. They invaded in the summer. Hitler learned from Napoleon's mistakes, right? The problem is they stretched too thin and they couldn't reinforce. So they went into a stalemate and then winter happened. No good. And the Russians, what they did, Stalin enacted a policy called scorched earth. They basically, instead of fighting, instead of trying to fight the Germans, I mean, they were trying to hold them back. But instead, the Russians literally packed up all their factories. They packed up everything. And they left nothing. Any farms, bomb it. Bomb the farms, bomb the bridges, bomb the roads. Anything to slow the German advance. And it worked. And not an ideal thing to do, right? So, you're a farmer in the middle of Russia over here, and the army basically says, hey, do you want to get conquered by the Germans? Because we're leaving. Burn down your house, burn down your farm, and get the frick out of here. But that worked. It ended up, the Germans, they had to supply from areas that weren't destroyed completely, right? So they stretched their supply lines between Army Group North, Center, and South way too thin. And the Russians moved their industry back over here, where it still is to this day, which is kind of funny. They moved it around the Urals here. That's why there's a bunch of built-up cities here in Russia in real life, like Omsk, where the Angara rocket is made for the space fans. There's Omsk, there's Novosibirsk, there's Magnitogorsk. They built a bunch of planned industrial cities in this area here, and they moved their industry entirely over here. And that was enough. That was enough to reinforce it. The Germans never really got further than here. They couldn't go any further. And then what they did after that, where's Stalingrad? Stalingrad's over here. The Germans had pushed all the way to the river here. I forget which river this is. Russians, help me out. And then they tried to push all the way to the Caucasus, right? But they did get pushed back, and then in 42 in Stalingrad, the Russians came in through here, cut the Germans off from the Caucasus, because the Caucasus right here, there's a lot of oil. That's what Army Group South, the German 6th Army, was trying to get. They were trying to get the oil for the resources, because they got nothing from here. The Volga River. There you go. And they came through here, right? And they tried to secure it, but they couldn't secure it in time. You really can't secure through here, right? Can't do that. They tried to get stuff through the Crimean Peninsula, right? They tried to. The Romanians tried to help them too, but what the Red Army actually ended up doing is going down here and then going here. Georgy Zhukov came up with this idea of just going around. Literally, same kind of idea as what Germany did in 1940 to France. The Maginot Line was right here. France had a huge armored blockade on the German-French border, right? They had like turrets, tanks, bunkers, whatever. But they didn't build up over here. They didn't build up the line over here because the Netherlands and Belgium were like, and Luxembourg were like, why would you isolate us against the Germans? They didn't build it over here. And the Germans literally just went around. The Germans blitzed through here, took Amsterdam, took Brussels, and then took Paris and cut the head off the snake in 1940 instantly. They just went around the Maginot Line. They flanked them, and the French surrendered because France couldn't defend. They couldn't defend that big enough border. There's too wide of a gap here. And once again, Belgium and the Netherlands didn't want them cut off from Germany, so they didn't build it there, which kind of was dumb, but. So Zhukov back over here in Stalingrad, they were pushing through, and the German 6th Army was holding Stalingrad, and a lot of people were dying. And Zhukov said, "Wait a minute, why don't we just go around?" So there was this crazy plan to do it and do it fast, so the Germans couldn't figure out what was going on. They literally just the Red Army crapped out a bridge right here and another bridge right here, and they pincered them and surrounded the 6th Army. They surrounded them, and that collapsed that front instantly, and then they got pushed back. Army Group Center made it to about here. They made it to about here, and they just couldn't keep the supply, and between that and the winter, they got surrounded. And then up here, the Germans never really got all the way to Leningrad. They encircled it, right? And they literally, dude, they encircled it and blockaded it, and everyone starved in St. Petersburg. It's kind of screwed up. But they were trying to flush them out through attrition, right? And then what happened is the Red Army went right through here. They came right through here and encircled that army up there because the supply was too much. They couldn't handle a freaking 3,000-mile front line. They just couldn't do it. It's impossible. But that's why the Germans invaded in the summer. They were going to try to do to the Soviet Union what they did to France in 1940. They were trying to just blitz right to Moscow, get the oil, get Moscow, and get St. Petersburg in one shot. And they almost did it too, which is kind of scary. That's a scary thought. They almost did it. That was close. Like, good effort. Also, frick you, but good effort. But yeah, they ended up getting slapped. Once the front collapsed, that was the end of that. Barbarossa was lost in 1942. Like, there's no way. Once the 6th Army got surrounded at Stalingrad, that's it. The Russians, no prisoners, baby. These are the people that came. The Germans were ruthless because the propaganda from Germany made it so they thought that Russians were basically beneath them. They were not as racially pure, right? So, literally, like, anybody that they captured, they put in a concentration camp for being a communist, and they raped the woman, and anybody that put up resistance, they shot them in the face. They took them out in the field and killed them. And the Russians were like, so I took that personally. And that's exactly what happened to the 6th Army. The 6th Army got surrounded, and the Russians literally killed all of them. Hitler ordered them to not retreat, even though they figured out that they were being pincered. Hitler said, no, hold it, we'll reinforce you, even though they couldn't reinforce it. I think the 6th Army was like 10,000 people or something stupid, and maybe like 50 came home. Yeah, the Russians, they shot most of them in the face. I mean, I kind of get it. Yeah, the Eastern Front is gruesome. It literally the worst fighting in human history. So many people died. It's bad. If you're faint-hearted, I would not recommend reading about it. It's messed up. But long story short, there's this whole gap right here. And the Germans tried to push through the gap, and it worked for the most part, but they should have stopped and reinforced in winter. Hitler said, keep going. He said, keep going and keep going. And then they stretched the supply way too thin. They lost the Caucasus, so they had no oil for their production. And then once this front collapsed, that's it. Stalingrad in 42 was a turning point in the war. Just like Midway at 42 was a turning point in the Pacific Theater. Once the 6th Army collapsed, that was the end of that. They should have just surrendered right away. Like, that was it. You lost the oil, and you lost an entire army group. That's like thousands of guys. 250K was surrounded, 5K returned. Brutal, dude. They got about like 10 miles away from Moscow. They were close. Stalin started to panic, and he gave this speech. He gave this speech about, to try and rally people in 42? He gave this speech, and in the speech he's like, look, guys, we're like this close to being screwed. And then that's his Great Patriotic War speech. The Great Patriotic War speech is, like, look, we need to come together and we need to kill these guys or else we're gonna die. Like, he basically said, please, please, please don't lose or else we're screwed. And it was a good speech, and they rallied, and then that was it. That was the end of that. They pushed him right through. Pushed right back through the Volga Gap. And then the Germans did the same thing that the Russians did. They scorched earth everything. They bombed cities that they had taken, and they retreated out of the cities. They bombed them. And then the Red Army went whoop, and pushed all the way to Berlin. And then that's where they met the Allies, basically. The Allies, so the British came up here, the French came here, and the Americans went through Bavaria. The Americans basically stopped in Bavaria, and then the Russians came through here, and they fought, and they just basically fought Berlin and killed all of them. Like, the Battle of Berlin is pretty gruesome. Wasn't there a train for him to leave Moscow ready? Of course, Joe. Yep. Soldiers that marched the Red Square were sent straight to the front lines. Yikes. That's scary stuff, dude. Yeah, that's right, Panja. The Americans held at the Elbe River, and Eisenhower knew what happened over here, so out of respect, he let him take Berlin. There were some U.S. generals that were kind of pissed off about that. General Patton was like, "Are you friggin' kidding me? Are you friggin' kidding me? We had to fight through here, we had to break the Siegfried Line, and you're gonna let them take Berlin." Patton said after that something that's still kind of controversial to this day. Keep in mind, this does not reflect, this is just for historical context here. At the end of the war, he said, why are we fighting? Why were we fighting against Germany? We fought the wrong enemy. We need to push all the way to Berlin. We have nukes. Seriously, nuke the trash out of the Red Army, take Moscow, or else we're going to be stuck in a war for the next 70 years. Yeah, he's half right. Kind of. I mean, dick move, because the Soviets were our allies at the time, so that was not well received by many. Yeah, not well received. Yeah, Patton was having a little bit of a gamer moment there. And then Patton died in a mysterious car crash a couple of weeks later after that. Yeah. To be honest, they had an agreement not to advance to Berlin too fast. The Red Army could have reached Berlin earlier. Yeah, Kem, that sounds like just people dividing and conquering, you know? Taking the territory that you want, etc., etc. And then, I mean, Patton wasn't wrong. The Cold War lasted 70 years after that. Well, not 70 years. It was not into the 90s, right? And that's where it stayed. The Iron Curtain was leftover front lines from World War II. Like, that's why Germany split between East and West Germany. It's crazy. Interesting time. Yeah, but Eisenhower did what he could. Truman was the true bad guy in all of this. He had little man syndrome so bad. Yeah, I mean, definitely didn't have the stones that Roosevelt had, that's for sure. The Soviets held off with attacking Warsaw because they wanted the Germans to crush the uprising first. If it's advantageous to your position. It makes sense. They didn't want to repeat what happened to the German army when they rushed Moscow. Kem, it makes perfect sense to me. I mean, I see both, like, once again, dude, you know I weigh this thing pretty fair. I see both sides of this equation. I mean, the Russians want to push to here so they don't have to worry about getting screwed from, you know, from an attack or anything. They don't have to, you know, cover the Volga Gap, right? But meanwhile, over here, the Allies were like, yo, that's territorial expansion. What the hell are you doing? I get both sides of it, you know. Protecting Russian sovereignty is their big thing over there. Like, that I get it. I get it. Like, I don't blame you. We do the same thing over here. The only thing is we have the benefit of two huge oceans on either side. You guys don't have that so much. I understand. I get what's going on here. But yeah, we gotta try and do that. We gotta storm the Volga Gap. Dumb question. Why was Berlin split on the wall? What was the whole thing with that? Weren't they all the same people in country? I just answered that, Fleiken. What gap? The Volga Gap. This thing. See this stretch of terrain right here? Well, PY, you know what it is. Well, Fleiken... Alright, so when the Allies conquered Germany in 1945, they split Germany into four. They split it four ways. Germany got split into four occupation zones. There was the US zone, there was the British zone, there was the French zone, and then there was the Soviet zone, right? the U.S., the Allies, basically, England, France, and the United States realized that Germany would be stronger if we industrialized it and reformed it as one country. So they formed West Germany out of the 3 occupation zones. And then the Soviets followed suit with the GDR, the German Democratic Republic, or East Germany, right? But Berlin, the German capital, was split 4 ways. It was split 4 ways. There was a Soviet zone, there was a French, British, and American zone. They did that. They split the capital up into 4ths, so, you know, basically it could be used for diplomacy, right? Everybody can meet up in Berlin, right? And you figure out what's going on. The Soviets were like, wait a minute, the border's over there. Why are we splitting Berlin? So what they tried to do is they tried to starve off West Berlin. And that's the whole Berlin airlift, which is kind of, yeah, that's another crazy story. Volga is Stalingrad. What's this gap called? This is the Volga Gap, isn't that what that's called? I keep calling it that because that's what I remember watching too much military history channels back in the day. The Soviets were pissed at the Germans. Cam, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be really mad. After what happened in here in 41 and 42, yeah, I'd be a little annoyed. The Russian planes, it's Fulda Gap was the fictional invasion scenario. Fulda Gap? Maybe, I'm sorry guys, I have a lot of information up there. So I might screw up a pronunciation or get something wrong from time to time. I apologize. U.S. Congress passes the Neutrality Act. They support the fascists by inaction then. Yeah. War prizes, Flykin, yep. But the Allies gave it back to Germany and made it one country, the West Germany. And then, so there was West Germany, which was basically here, this area, basically from here over. And then the Soviets made East Germany. Yeah, if you want to read about that, very interesting stuff. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear that the volatile situation could result in the war at any time. Yeah, Japan and China still hate each other. Yeah, Japan invaded China and took a good swath of it, and the Chinese took that personally. Yeah, that's still a thing. I don't know. Anyway, the Russian plains, there's this huge gap. I mean, the Volga River's over here. That's right. I don't know what I call the Volga Gap. It's too much information floating around there, bros, in my head. That's me, not anything else. But, I mean, the Russian plain still stands. You gotta basically close the gap. A recent inspection of the Air Force has revealed a shocking series of crashes and accidents during training. Beyond that, large number of our most modern planes are not fully mission capable and are waiting for maintenance. How the state of affairs could happen is unclear. But Stalin, worried about sabotage, has demanded a full investigation. Yeah. Shoot him in the face. I'm trying to stack planes, Nikita, but we're behind on factory production. I need more factories, man. We need to get that 5-year plan, man. Yeah, I wonder why the economy didn't exist after the war. Flykin, basically, everything from about here to about here is nothing. It destroyed everything, man. You still need more mills on trucks. You're going to need a ton later. I'd just cancel the light tanks now. It'll be useless without the supply. Yeah, guys, we're talking about nothing. Like, when I say scorched earth, that means there's an entire city. They leveled every single building, the train station, the train tracks, power plants, houses, farms, everything. They lit it all on fire and then they left. That happened when the Germans were invading, and then the Germans started rebuilding everything because they wanted Lebensraum, living space for German farmers and stuff, so they could support the German Empire, right? So they started rebuilding it, and then when they got pushed back, the Germans scorched everything. They destroyed everything that they built, and the Russians pushed through. Yeah, there is nothing there. There's literally nothing there. Like, nothing. You could do scorched earth in game now. Cool. I mean, like I said, fellas, what happened on the Eastern Front is gruesome. It's bad. It's not good. I mean, for Americans, think what happened at Okinawa, but on a 5,000-mile wide front. That bad. Yeah. If anybody knows a little bit about invading Iwo Jima and Okinawa, the Japanese wouldn't surrender. They fought to the very death because it was dishonorable to surrender. So they were incredibly difficult to weed out. I mean, we lost 3,000 Marines at Iwo Jima and then a bunch more at Okinawa. I forget the exact numbers. Take what happened here and here and stretch it across, I said 5,000, but it's more like a 3,000-mile wide front. It was bad. No, yeah. You really want to learn? You really want to learn about history? Read about Germany fighting the Soviet Union. It was not good. The Eastern Front is brutal, brutal fighting. It's, like I said, not for the faint-hearted. Would you ever want to go to Russia? Yeah, sure, Shortline. I'd love to. There's a really awesome museum in Moscow that's basically their Smithsonian. It's called VDZH, I think is what it's called. And yeah, it's all the history of the Soviets and the Russian space program. Dude, I'd go. I mean, I'd probably want to, you know, tell the State Department why I'm there, but yeah. But it resulted in a lot of dead Nazis. The Eastern Front wasn't all bad. VDNKH, there you go. Thanks, Vasia. Thanks, Jessamine. Yeah. Dude, I'd love to go. Seriously. And then there's a really awesome museum in Menino. Menino has basically every single Soviet bomber and helicopter and airplane ever made. All the Russian stuff is there. They have crazy stuff here. Like that Misashishev Tu-95, to say the least. There's an Li-2 right there. Dude, everything. The Stormovik right there. Like, MiG-25. That's a Yak-38, I think, right there. But they even have the Mil-12. See this thing? It's basically a C-130 sized twin rotor helicopter. That's cool, man. I'd love to see all this. The Kubinka Tank Museum? Edmana, tanks don't really do it for me, dude. They're cool. I like them. I like the mechanics of it, but that's really what I'm interested in. I'm not really interested. Like, this is what I'd want to see. Menino is really cool. They have a lot of awesome planes there. Yeah, and Beriev. Tu-144, Tupolev 114, which is a Tu-95 with a passenger bay instead of a bomb bay. I'd really want to see the Tupolev 4. Yeah, there's a T4 right there. Nah, 22Ms are meh. Tu-22 is the coolest looking plane ever devised. Look at that thing. It's a piece of junk. It didn't fly very well. It was caca. But that is probably one of the coolest looking planes. Read last. Yeah, Kim, it is what it is, dude. That's why I think the Japanese soldiers would have destroyed the German soldiers, because the fact that they were raised and trained to never surrender. The Germans would have bitch slapped Japan pretty badly, actually. EJ, scorched earth, you mean like this? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that Tu-22 is one of my favorite planes. The thing was a piece of junk. It didn't perform very well, but it's cool looking. There's all kinds of cool stuff here. Heinz Ka-25s. That's Bay right there. What a cool helicopter. It looks like speed. Yeah, the problem is that, you know, when you're trying to go fast, putting the engines on the top of the plane doesn't really work too well. Tail heavy. Very tail heavy DNF. It flew like caca. The side slip from this plane was unreal. It needs a rudder that's like 3 times as big. You should tell the story about the supersonic booze cruiser. Yeah. They used an air conditioning system that ran off vodka in this plane. So the pilots of these planes, you know, if they had leftover fuel, could use that for, you know, some favors. Yeah, Max, true story. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Yep. Did you see Last? There's a lot of people telling me to see their Last all at once, King. I kind of miss it. If Russia offered you a job in their space program, would you take it? I don't think I can as an American, dude. I don't think I'm allowed to work for Roscosmos. You have to be a Russian citizen. Didn't China copy the Heinz? China copied a lot of things, dude. No worries, government throw passports left and right. I'm pretty sure somebody in the US, I don't know who, but someone in the US would be kind of pissed off if I did that. I'm not sure who I'd piss off, to be honest with you, but I'm sure somebody would have gotten mad. Alright, we gotta set national focus here. Something like 400 liters of basically vodka. It was meant to use for evaporative cooling. It's a lot of bribes. Yeah. Yep. Let's reconcile with Japan. Space news? Yeah, in a little bit. I mean, if, like, NASA wanted me to go over there and be, you know, like, communicate what, you know, what the Roscosmos is in under a mutual partnership or something, I'd do that, sure, absolutely. Once you're in Moscow, go to Tchaikovsky Airport. Yeah. Dude, and obviously there's Star City. Star City's, like, over here. I'd love to see that. That would be really awesome. Someday when the world isn't as nutty, dudes, we'll hang out. Okay. National Spain took 9 states. Spain was annexed. Spanish Republicans defeated. Spanish Civil War seems over as remaining Republican forces have capitulated or gone into hiding. Though nationalist leadership has already seized upon this and declared the end of the Civil War, experts point at the ever-growing dissent within the nationalist faction itself and argue it may simply be moving into a new stage. With the loss of a common enemy, they deem it even only too likely that these disagreements will further fracture the unity of the nationalists. To some extent, nationalist leaders and the people themselves seem to see this too, as militias formed during the Civil War to defeat the Republicans have not yet been disbanded. Instead maintain a vigilant eye on their neighbors. Let them tear each other apart over victory. We had Soviets that died over there. Alright, Elias, see you, buddy.
готов!
Finally, Catalonia is free. Enrique Lister joins the Soviet Union. A ship arrived at Kronstadt yesterday, packed with Spanish refugees fleeing the country due to the imminent fall of their government in the Civil War. They were received by our delegation from Moscow, who took care of the group, formed mostly by children, but also by a few Spanish politicians and military. Among them was the great communist fighter Enrique Lister, with whom our representatives held a talk. The former Spanish army officer stated that the Spaniards were coming to the Soviet Union to heal their wounds and find solidarity for their task of liberating the Spanish people, and asked for the Soviet government to recognize his military rank and return him to service so they can keep the fight against fascism and imperialism. Yes. Yeah. We don't have enough points to do something like that right now. Decisions. I don't want war propaganda against Japan. That's a bad idea. Inspect the army. Do it. EJ, I've just seen a link for a job position at Rocket Lab, Director of Neutron Propulsion. Must have experience in LOX LNG. Looks like they're going Methalox. It's really, yeah. I mean, Methalox, yeah. It's almost all the benefits of Hydrolox, but the stability of Carolox. It's a good medium. I'm surprised people haven't done it before. In fact, actually, you know the first people to try to go down the Methalox tree were? Russians were doing that in the late 80s, man. Alexander Gorbatov accused of treason. As part of the investigations into the Trotskyists in the military, the NKVD has uncovered evidence that General Alexander Gorbatov has, in the past, made several comments critical of Comrade Stalin. Oh, you're dead. And pointing out the great contributions that Lev Trotsky made to the revolution during the Civil War. During interrogation, Gorbatov initially professed his admiration and loyalty to Stalin, but eventually cracked and revealed that he had been contracted by Trotskyist agents to form a counter-revolutionary cell inside of the military which would execute acts of sabotage against the Red Army. Shoot him in the face. What path did you end up going down? In what regard, just me? I'm kind of doing historical focus. But, you know, when the Yalta Conference happens, I'm just going to be like, yeah, we're going to do that. If I make it that far. Almost there. Yep, road building and logistics, absolutely. I'm gonna build a superhighway system, eventually. No way, Say. I didn't know that. Cool. We're still down on light tanks, but I'm gonna build up trucks. We have plenty of infantry equipment, so... supplies received. These guys should have enough supply. Start training up, dudes. I thought you just said a highway to the east isn't feasible. It's feasible if I put a gun to somebody's head and say make it. That's what Stalin did with the railroads. In fact, there's a canal that goes from Moscow to Leningrad. I think it was Moscow to Leningrad. Correct me if I'm wrong, dudes. Stalin wanted Moscow to be able to access the sea by shipping barge. So he made them dig a canal. Oh, so yeah, nice. Well, hopefully I don't shoot him in the face. Yeah. Like, he said basically, hey, let's make it. It's for the good of the state. Oh, no, you don't want to? I wasn't asking. Yeah. Highways and railroads, Shaw. Did it work, the canal? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, they made it. Shift click to train to max level so you don't waste equipment.
Брось!
Okay. Got to build out some railroads there. I think I got it. How are our factories doing? We're building up. We're getting there. Come on, have enough factories. Gotta do one more. Two times research bonus for truck and infantry weapons. Alright. PCDI, let's go. We are usually in charge of desserts, Apatoxin. Brimo made peanut butter oatmeal chocolate cookies. Very good. Soviet-Japanese Friendship Pact. Friends. Our compromises will pay off in the future. Just an hour ago, the Japanese and the Soviet diplomats have signed a non-aggression pact. In the words of the Japanese ambassador, it could usher in a new era of cooperation in the East. Good. Yeah, I just got to taste test them. Our cookies were great. We should start building up AA on the border here. We have nothing. Air support is crucial with the new upgrades to the game. Alright, so here's the thing, fellas. We're good with Japan. We're cool. So these guys are gonna trek this way. We're good with Japan. China's gonna get wrecked. China ain't gonna invade me, so. Thanks to you, my satisfactory saved is named Hando Banan. Ha banana. Ha banana. Ha banana. Also, AA doesn't protect units, only buildings. You need the support AA company to counter close air support. Got it.
Я готов.
Actually, get them up. Get them up here. Get them to Petrozavodsk. They need reinforcement on the Kola Peninsula anyway.
Слушаю.
Служил.
Слушаю. Внимание.
That's fine.
Так точно.
Okay. Sorry, Finland. We gotta make the Winter War work this time.
Брось.
Not yet, Panta. In another couple of years, though. Improved armor protection. Good. I don't want heavy tanks. We just need medium tanks. But our tank research is pretty good for now, so let's focus on something else. Our AA is good. I'm gonna pause for a second. What else do we need? Is Atlas V a big rocket? Yeah, it's a heavy lifter by definition. If you click the railway icon when you have units selected upper left, you can have them move quicker at a cost of organization. There's no rush right now, Cyborg, so I mean... Yeah. Wait, okay. Click the railway icon.
Верно.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's no rush. I don't need to worry about it. Good to know. Thanks, man. Ugh, 99.
Готов выдвигаться.
Hang on. Just thought I'd mention it. Thank you. It also costs less fuel supplies to move them that way. If you're not at war, so you use railway movement every time. That makes sense.
Слушаю. Готов.
Speaking to Italian populace on the Dalmatian coast, Mussolini... Okay. Indian National Conference triumphs in provincial elections. Okay. They are upsetting the fragile balance. How do you feel about the bad man that sacked Tom Brady in Super Bowl going to space? Strahan. I mean... You know, Strahan may have won. He may have been on the team that won in 2007, right? But I'm fairly confident Tom Brady won another 4 Super Bowls while he was hosting Good Morning America. So, I mean, who's the real winner here? really... We're at 99 out of 100, man. Alright, we'll do that. That's going to be quick. Alright, you guys ready for space news? Dude, PC of Mechanical Engineering. Well, this one gives our mobilization speed +5 because we're already mobilized. I figured that would probably be good. This one will give us a production efficiency cap +5, efficiency growth -5. It adds 2 100% research bonus for truck and infantry weapons. Yeah, that's probably, if 5-year plan isn't unlocked by the time that's done, that's probably what we want to do. Conversion speed? No, I don't want that. Excavation for resources, oil processing. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna need that.
Готов!
Yes, comrade. The space news are telescope, I saw. Another inspection.
Стройсь!
Thrice. Train. Conspiracy among civil servants. The NKVD has discovered evidence of a large-scale conspiracy inside the civilian administration. It appears that some bureaucrats in the State Planning Committee have got very cozy with some factory managers and adjusted the production numbers in the 5-year plan downwards. This, according to the NKVD, is clear evidence of anti-Soviet sabotage and deliberate weakening of our system. The arrested conspirators are quickly revealing further members of the conspiracy while under interrogation. Shoot him in the face. Seven troubles, one answer. Yeah, of course. Duh.
Я готов!
Hello? Oh.
Готов выдвигаться!
Готов выдвигаться. Dispersed industry. Good. Still 37. Let's just... I'm gonna pause for a second. Let's look through. Engineering. We need the CAS there. It's gonna take a second, but we need that close air support. Brilliant decision. You take the dictator role to an epic level. Just RPing.
Так точно! Стройсь! Мирно!
Five-year plan, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Morrison. Still down on tanks. We're gonna reorganize the unit charts anyway in a second here. I gotta reorg these things. These templates are no good, and it's gonna take time to retrain the troops, but that's okay.
Я готов.
Yeah, готов. No.
Выходим!
Why are you guys going over there?
Выходим!
Can you see enemy forces for free in this game? You can only see what's on your border. Yeah, Tricone. With spies you can if you use. We can create it. Let's do it. We already have spies at home. Might as well have some abroad too. Okay. Kind of in a holding pattern until some of this stuff finishes. Yeah, 38. Germany annexed the Sudetenland already. Austria and Czechoslovakia should be by the end of this year. We still got some time before the... Okay, Anschluss. Click the army group commander in Finland.
Слушаю.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna need more supply hubs here. Hey, Blood Fam, what's up, dude? supply hub and then fork the line up there. Probably another one there. Actually, no. No, you know what? Get rid of that one. Gordy Livchenko accused of treason. An officer in the staff of Admiral Gordy Livchenko has contacted the NKVD to report a number of suspicious activities. According to the officer, Gordy Livchenko was very warmly welcomed by naval officers during a recent port visit and may have used his opportunity to pass on classified information. Man, heard this story. Shoot him in the face.
Слушаю. Брось! Брось!
Nationalist victory in Spain. I'm not doing this right. Yeah, there we go. Click and drag.
Я готов.
What time is space news? Let me just get to a good point here and then we're good. When that thing goes through, I'll start space news when we're ready to go.
Брось!
Almost done training up those guys.
Так точно. Жду приказа.
Upgrade the rails first. Spack. Mark your calendars. A major neutron development update is on the way. Tune in December 2nd, 2021 at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Cool. Not build new ones. Okay, we started the 5-year plan. Click the supply hub at Murmansk. Oh, I see. Yeah, we gotta make sure that rail line is good to go. There we go. Yeah, there's not much up there in the Kola Peninsula. Alright. Anti-saboteur campaign. Need to launch a full investigation. Shoot him in the face. At which point will you play the Trollolol song? Are we gonna invade Finland? I'm gearing up for it, but I don't think we're ready. We gotta reinforce our supply here. The Koala Peninsula? No, Kola. K-O-L-A. Kola Peninsula. Oh, I forgot about planes. We really gotta start upgrading these things.
Готов! Ройс!
Not really happy with that either. Really need them to hit Helsinki to do this right. Yeah, that'll work. Don't use Spearhead, use the other one.
Готов выдвигаться!
Okay. We need another research slot.
Готов!
We really gotta improve supplies up there, but that's not gonna happen until we finish all these dang factories. You really need only 3 victory points in the south. Well, this is to cut them all. Well, alright. So,
Смирно!
Smyrna. Okay. We'll go that way. They're gonna try to summer car me. I'm gonna let them. I won't let them summer car me.
Слушаю!
Yeah, we really need to improve our supply lines up here, though. Man, dude, this is way more complicated than it was before. But that's cool.